How do you think we can resolve the issues of costs and delays with the Isle of Wight Ferries?
I think it's been going on for years and years, as long as I've been alive. It needs the government to bring in some legislation over it.
I'm Richard Quigley, MP for Isle of Wight West, and my job is to go to Parliament and make Parliament fully aware of what happens on the Isle of Wight and what we need. So when I'm talking to ministers and other people in government, they don't know much about, well, one, the Isle of Wight full stop, because no one's ever fought our corner properly, but also the ferries are just a peripheral issue. It might have been talked about in the chamber, but nothing was ever done in the background. I tend to get the Red Jet, so I'll be getting the Red Jet today. That's down to a one-boat service, so I have to wait an hour and a half between boats. And I've come back and there have been cancellations, trying to make my way back to the island, or it's very late, or I've not been able to get the Red Jet at all and had to get the car ferry, which means somebody has to come pick me up from East Cowes at 1 o'clock in the morning. Something seems to have changed in the last 10, 12 years, and the way the business is structured means that they borrow a lot of money, and that means that a lot of your ticket price is spent on that borrowing. So most of the complaints I get, and most of the reasons I get stopped in the street, are complaints about the ferries, especially Red Funnel.
They've been really delayed in the past, and they've just not sat right with me. They're not really good.
The costs are greatly increasing.
It was delayed by about an hour.
I can't afford it anymore.
Like half of schools on the island now don't do trips off the island to the mainland because half the class can't afford the ferry fare. And sometimes you might be lucky and somebody might subsidise it, but schools can't afford to.
It needs competition.
So how would you suggest to do this in the future?
No idea. It needs somebody else to come in here and set up a similar sort of thing.
The competition doesn't seem to be particularly fierce between the pair of them.
Solent cruises, on the other hand, they do a brilliant job, and they've got the local public support every Saturday and Sunday, £10 return to Portsmouth, and we use that quite a lot.
The minister responsible, Mike Kane, who's sick of the sight of me, has called all 3 operators in to prove that he's fully aware of how unacceptable the situation is. It isn't easy. I'm not going to pretend this is an easy solution, but it's one that is taking up probably 60% of my time, and rightly so. A fairer service is more reliable, more regular and more affordable. It's quite simple. I could go on and ramble on for 10 minutes, but I think if you stop and ask anyone, that's what they want. They need and want to be able to afford to get off the island. Everyone sort of goes, oh well, they're private businesses, what can we do? Mine and Joe's job to find a way through it. I don't know what that is yet, but that's what we've got to do.